Oh chaps, how are you all doing today? Hope you're all well. It's Monday, and as usual, as you all know, Monday is Bum Day. Bum Day, John's Bench Update Monday, as it's also called. So, I've got quite a lot of bits and pieces done this week. You know, some weeks you get a lot done, some weeks I get nothing done. And last week or two I'm after getting quite a lot done. I've got quite a few videos up this week on the weathering little series that I'm doing, and also I got an update on the M48 pattern, and I'm also working on that little Spitfire. Yes, I'm working on that little Spitfire. So without any further ado, let's go down to the bench. Let's have a look at what I've been up to for the week, and we'll see what bum chocolate I have this week. And don't forget Simon's bum fruit. He's been very lonely, the poor old chap. He's whinging that he's got no friends or anything like that, so we've got something special for Simon. And hopefully an idea of what I'll be coming up with for the rest of the week, what I've got kind of planned anyway. Whether it gets done or not is another thing, isn't that it? So I'll have my tea, we'll zoom down to the bench, and we'll see what John's been up to. Right, here we are at the bench anyway, and let's start off. We'll start off with the Spitfire, the job I'm doing on this Spitfire. There's the original kit. It's a 172 Supermarine Spitfire Mark 5B, with the set includes the you know, the paint brush, the glue, which is crap, don't use it, and 5 paints. Now, when I made this, I was originally going to do it as that, and then sort of halfway through I decided to change my idea and do it as an Irish Army, or Irish Air Corps Spitfire, should I say. So I got some decals. I got some decals online, and they came during the week. They came from Ireland, actually. As you see, I've got some of them already kind of taken out. Grand little decal set. It comes with a pile of Irish Air Corps decals. It also comes with some armour, Irish armour decals for a couple of different bits of armour that the Irish have used over the years, basically between 1956 and 2010. But the decals I used for the Spitfire were the older type. See, the new type roundel here, it's got the 3 colours in it. The older roundel had only the 2 colours, it had the green and the orange. And there was one set of them, so I decided to use them then for the Spitfire. If anybody's interested in getting Irish Air Corps decals and this, that and the other, Max Decals, okay, just put Max Decals into your Google search, and you'll find them. Very, very handy, very, very reasonably priced, and they come in a nice envelope, and lovely stuff. So we'll get on with this anyway, and we'll see what John has been up to with that. And there we go. I've even put it onto a little bit of marble base. It's not finished yet, there's still a couple of more bits and pieces to do to it. I've just have to get the decals on, so I got to glass coat that again. And yeah, look, it's nice and marbly. I'll explain all that in a minute. I've just got the decals on. I got to give it another glass coat and then do the weathering. I've got the cockpit hood. There we go. But I got that painted up as well, but I haven't got it on because, you know yourself, you're going to knock it and lose it. So I've that taken off and put somewhere safe. Unlike Simon's somewhere safe that he can never find it again, I've got a somewhere safe that's right in front of me so I can see it. So let's just pop this out of the little stand that I'm after making for it. Like when I say I'm after making for it, I got it. It's an old trophy that I no use for whatsoever. Pop the top off, filled with Billy Millie Put, stuck a hole in it, put on one of the decals onto it. So there's the decal that's on that. If that zooms in, please zoom in. Right. It says Irish Air Corps Nahairn, and the old tricolour roundel on it. What I've used to mount that with is a bit of guitar string, a thinnish bit, so it kind of has a little bit of a wobble to it, which I like. I don't know why, just for some weird reason I like it. There's the decals, as you can see, the Irish decals. Okay, and the other tricolour underneath painted the grey. Okay, so that's it. It's a lovely little kit. It falls together. There's no problems with it really at all. Join lines, God, they just sounded away perfectly, and everything else. I needed no fillers, no nothing on it. Well, I did actually. I needed a little bit of tiniest little bit of filler on one side here of the wing root, I think they call that. But this then fits into the hole like that, and it'll make a nice little paperweight or whatever you'd like to call it, isn't it? So I like the idea of that. So it kind of looks as if it's taken off or whatever, but when it settles down, it sits down nicely, you know. I like it. I'm happy with it, and like I said, I gotta do a little bit of weathering to it, not too much. I don't want to over weather it and dull coat it and things. So that's one of my projects for the rest of the week. That's number one, shall we say. What else have I been working on? Yes, I've been doing my little series on weathering on this item here, which is the Tamiya's Panzerkampfwagen 2 aus FNG, and I decided to do it as an American captured one. Okay, so we have her finished, the actual tank itself. We did it all step by step. I showed all the little step-by-step weathering processes I used for this type of weathering. There are loads of other different types of weathering. I'll be doing a different one again now on my next project, and it's just to show all the different ways you have of doing weathering and all the different effects you can get from it. Okay, so that's a lovely little kit to do it on. It's grand and cheap, and it comes with figures as well, so you can practice your figure painting and stuff. And you know, it's just a lovely little kit. Lovely little kit indeed. I've done 3 of these now. This is my 3rd one. I've already got one done in German grey, and I've got one done in the desert. So I said, right, this one's going to be done in green and going to be done as an American one. Matt Hill from Tasmania actually sent me on this kit, so thank you, Matt. And like I said, that's what I'm doing with that. And I decided to go further with that. I decided to make a little dio with it, and I got one of my usual boards here, the chalkboards, and I'm going to show how I prep that and everything else. I'll be doing a video on it actually, because I'm going to continue on that series on it. And I'm going to use another old tank, which I just have to fix up. This I just have to pop it off the tracks and wheels and things, so I want to clean it all up a bit so it's got the same, reasonably enough the same type weathering and that. So I just have to clean off some more of this mud that I put onto it, so I just want to clean all that off again and do up the tracks, because I did this a long time ago, and so it just needs to be cleaned up and sorted out. It's an M3 Lee, so I'll be putting that into the dio, and I'll also be putting in, excuse me, the little Harley Davidson that I made, and there's a figure with that as well. So that's sort of the 3 vehicles that will be going into that little dio. I have the tracks there. I want to redo them. I want to paint them up and then, you know, get back down. Just get them, things I've learned how to do properly since I've done this kit. So there's the tracks, there's the figure for our Harley Davidson, and we've got some more little bits and pieces in here. Now we've got the wheels off the M3, which have to be cleaned up and sorted out. So that's the rest of that little project. So that's it, John. Shake the daylights out of the camera there for yourself. So that's that project. Push that to the side. So that's 2 things I've been up to during the week. Crikey, Mac, I'm getting prolific, aren't I, lads? I don't like the idea of this at all. I'm getting a bit too getting too much done. And finally, for work-wise in the modelling thing, I've been working on this Tamiya's M48 A3 Patton. Lovely, lovely tank. Lovely, lovely kit. A nice old Tamiya kit. No problems with fit or anything like that. As usual, you'll never get them with the Tamiya kits. Although you might, the odd kit might be a bit, it's a bit sticky, but I've had no problems with mine so far anyway. and this is as far as I've gotten. It's, I'd say, 99.9% complete. There is just one or two small little things have to go back onto it now, and that's it then. Very, very enjoyable kit to make, very enjoyable indeed. I've given it the toe ropes there. It's just, I put them on last night and I forgot to take off this little bit of tape just for today, but it just keeps it there anyway, because I used the wire as the toe ropes. It was a bit springy. While that was gluing, I just said I'd tape it down to keep it set, and everything else. So that's that. It's got to get two aerials in here. So one up here and one here. There is a little figure to go into that. He's got to be made up, and basically that's it. There's nothing much else to be done to that. I have all the wheels done. Tracks have to be, you know, melted together. Nothing else really. That's about it. It's in the process. I'll do an update when I've that all the assembly done. I'll stick another update up. That'll be the I'll give a bit more sort of in-depth talking on it. And also I have some figures here. I got figures for the dia, and I got figures for the pattern. Well, I've one figure for the pattern, and John's running out of space now, so I'll put that over there. I'll put this behind me, crash bang wallop, and I've got a couple of figures here I want to get painted up. I'll be using this figure, this one, those three in the dia, and also this fella. He's the commander for the little Panzer II. And I used the body of the figure that came with the kit, but I stuck an American head on him. I did, an American tanker's head on him, so he's there. And there's the driver figure for the pattern. And like I said, I'll be painting them up during the week as well. And I'll be just showing how I paint figures in that. And I'll just pick one out, and we'll work on this guy. Say this perfect guy, because he's a full body figure. So we'll do sort of an in-depth on how I paint figures on this chap, and we'll stick all that into the that weathering series that I'm doing. And it's just continuation of that, because he's got to be weathered as well, and the whole die has got to be done. So that's about it work wise, lads, for the week. Like I said, I'll be probably doing another video or two during the week on updates on these little bits and pieces. So let's zoom back up to John's ugly mush, and we'll get a final talk down of you know, got to reveal the bum chocolate and all that kind of stuff. So let's zoom back up. Right, lads, so that's basically it for John's bum. That's about as much revealing of my bottom that I'm going to do. Not my bottom, my bum. That's it, my bench update Monday. I just want to say a little hi, hello to one of my younger subscribers. He's in Port Arlington in County Laois in Ireland. Jacob. Hi Jacob. And Jacob's coming here next weekend. I have a little present for Jacob. There you go. I'll be giving you that when you come up. It's the Chaffee. So Jake hasn't built a kit for himself yet. He's mad to build a kit. He's mad for Mammy and Daddy to buy him a kit. So if Mammy and Daddy, if you're watching, buy Jacob a kit. Buy him a kit, so he can build it and enjoy it. Okay, so Jacob is one of my younger subscribers. He's loves the videos, loves the idea, wants to get into modelling. And I know there's many more out there who haven't actually bought a kit yet, have never actually modelled, but want to get into it. And what would I suggest for someone starting off? If you don't want to go, say, to the 1/35th scale, but want to do something small and easy, stick with the 172 scale. A 172 scale airplane, or even the 172 scale armour. They're cheap as chips, and they'll give you the buzz that you want to get better and you want to do better kits. So start off with the cheaper ones. You know, it can be a very, very cheap hobby. It can be an expensive hobby too. You know, there's loads of different areas in that. So Jacob wants to get into it. So Mummy and Daddy, get Jacob a kit so he can build it. Okay. Now let's move on. What else have I got to do? Oh yes, my B.U.M chocolate. B.U.M chocolate for this week. Okay. B.U.M chocolate this week is this. It's Roisin's handmade dark chocolate. Okay, there we go. Roisin's handmade dark chocolate. Take it up to the camera, John, so people can see what it is. There you go. Roisin's handmade dark chocolate. Dark chocolate. Love dark chocolate. 70% cocoa. Tasty, tasty, tasty. And for Simon, because like I said, poor Simon, he's whinging, he's got no friends or anything. So I got Simon a date. Actually, I got him a packet of dates. There you go, Simon. B.U.M fruit. Dates. Technically, they're a fruit. Okay, so shut up. Don't think. There's a date for Simon. So that's about it, lads. I'll catch you up during the week on further updates and things. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us the old thumbs up. Thumbs up. Hit the like button. Give it a slap. So I'll catch you up soon again, as I said. Don't forget, like I always say, go out and buy yourself a kit. Build it and enjoy it. This is John signing off. I'll catch you up next week with my next week's B.U.M. And like I said, during the week I'll have an update or two. So see you then. Take care.